All right, welcome back to the Dowling Catholic High School gym as we get set for regional final basketball, and it's Dowling and Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Here's a look at the starting lineups for Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Their head coaches are Maddie Parker and Andy Courtney. Coach Courtney's been there 8 years. They're assisted by Vanessa Vega, Nick Courtney, and Ann Jamison, and the Cougars will start this lineup at guard. Bentley Dill, a 5'7" sophomore, wearing number 11 and a captain. The other guard is Captain Peyton Thier, a 5'8" junior. She'll wear number 21. The third guard is Lola Sane, a 5'5" junior, wearing number 40. And the fourth guard is Addison Stallman, 5'5" sophomore, wearing number 54. And at center for Kennedy is Elena Canny, a 6'2" senior, wearing number 33. The Cougars come in averaging 54.5 points on offense, and they give up just over 54 points on defense. Their record's 12-10, ranked 14th in Class 5A. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Dowling Catholic Maroons, coming in with a record of 19-3. They're ranked second in Class 5A, averaging 60 points on offense, 39.5 points on defense. Head coach is Kristen Meyer in her 10th year, assisted by Joel Danner and Audrey Faber-Francis, along with Tom Donahue, Lisa Morrissey-Smith, Jonathan Vanderall, and Logan Griner. And the Maroons will start at point guard and captain Katie Moeller, 6'2" junior. She'll wear number 11. The other guard is Captain Maddie Rice, a 5'8" senior, wearing number 25. The third guard is Adrian Sears, a 5'10" freshman, wearing number 31. And the fourth guard is Nikki Moeller, 5'11" freshman, wearing number 21. And at center and captain, Ellie Moeller, 6'3" senior, headed to the University of Missouri next year, leading scorer and rebounder at 17.5 points and 12.5 rebounds. Ellie Moeller wearing number 23. So that is the tail of the tape, Mike Burkert. And as before we go to break, we'll have our pregame prayer and a word from Dr. Dan Wine coming up. But some of the keys of this contest, Dowling and Cedar Rapids Kennedy.
Yeah, I think for Dowling, they need to protect the basketball, smart passes, be patient in the half-court game. Having said that, they need to control the boards and get out on the transition offense. They need to attack the basket off turnovers and on defensive rebounds. They need to play really good team defense. Cedar Rapids Kennedy has a really good guard, and they're going to need to help out on her when she drives and attacks the basket. And, again, the rebounding is going to be critical. No second shots, and they need to attack the offensive boards. They have a height advantage at most positions, and just need to continue to be aggressive on offense.
Well, that's the tail of the tape. As I got to turn the mic on with all the feedback going on. But we're going to take a break. We'll come back with tip-off. Dowling and Cedar Rapids Kennedy at stake, a berth in the Class 5A state basketball tournament, which begins Monday next week at Casey's Center in downtown Des Moines. We'll take a break and come back on Iowa Catholic Radio.
The radio home for your Dowling Catholic Maroons. 105.5 KIHS, Perry, Des Moines. IowaCatholicRadio.com and the Iowa Catholic Radio mobile app. Encounter Jesus.
Hello, my name is Father Reed Flood. Let us pray together for the coaches, players, and trainers for this athletic competition this evening. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask that you bless all those involved in this athletic competition this evening. We ask that you keep them safe and that they show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
The Diocese of Sioux City and the Mars All Saints Parish invite you to the March 21st Men's Conference with keynote speaker Dr. Ray Arendi and Bishop John Keener. Register today at scdiocese.org/men's conference. All
right, we're back here at the Dowling Catholic Gym, West Des Moines, as we get set for girls regional final basketball, Dowling and Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Alongside Mike Burkert, I am Mark Amadale. Glad you could join us tonight. Tuesday night, regional final basketball. Winners play Monday morning and Monday afternoon next week at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. No longer called Wells Fargo Arena, the Casey Center, Mike Burkert. So
I know, we got to keep remembering that. I probably need to write that on my hand or something.
It'll start wearing on you after a while. But and for Dowling Catholic, they're looking to punch their ticket for the 27th time as a program headed to girls state basketball. They've won 5 state titles and looking to appear. And Kennedy has been down there a lot too, and they have a lot to play for. Dowling wins the tip. We're underway. The Maroons go right to left. Here's a corner three by Maddie Rice. Good! Rice corner three from the right baseline, and Dowling up to a 3-0 lead.
That was a big shot on that first possession to get Maddie off the hitting that confidence level.
All right, Bentley Dill, Peyton Thier, Elena Canny, along with Addison Stallman and Lola Sane are the 5 on the floor for Kennedy, and now they lose the ball. They work underneath Dowling with it. Here's Katie Muller. Drives left into lane, kicks it out to her sister Nikki. Now the ball deflected away and picked up by Peyton Thier. Kennedy the other way, and a whistle and a foul on Rice. As bodies got tangled up on the transition, and first foul of the game on Dowling's Maddie Rice.
Yeah, she apologized for that one, literally. Said she was sorry.
Our officials tonight, congratulations to them. Lance Pluger, Justin Meyer, and Joel Cranbrink. Northwest Iowa area, making the trek down here. Congratulations to them. All right, here's Dill coming off a ball screen, guarded by Sears, who's going to get the assignment on their leading scorer, Bentley Dill. Now they get the ball out to Stallman to Dill. Right wing, three-point line extended. Dribbles down the lane. A head shot, or a head fake, a shot up, no good over Ellie Moeller. Rebound Dowling. Here's Katie Moore, lobs it inside to her sister Ellie. Layup good as she beat Canny down the floor.
There was that, they got the rebound, the transition. Ellie beat the post down the floor, got a nice easy layup.
5-0 Dowling. As we're underway here in the first quarter, the winner moves on to the Girls State Basketball Tournament Class 5A on Monday. They could play in the morning, 10 or 11:45, as a shot blocked out of bounds. Lola Sane had her shot blocked. Nice job by the Maroons. Or they could play in the afternoon at 1:30 or 3:15. Those are the options, but that's where the winners will play tonight. We're going to have, hopefully, updates from the other 7 regionals, so we'll bring you some of those at halftime when available. Now, underneath, here's Steer with it out of bounds play by Kennedy. Her shot up and no good. Ellie Muller with another rebound. And now here is Nikki Muller, a little scoop shot underneath, no good. Well defended that time by Lola Sane of Kennedy, and the rebound out to Kennedy, and here come the Cougars. Bentley Deal in the front court. Deal, Thier, and Canny were 3 of the returning starters from a year ago for this team that went 10-12 last year, losing to Iowa City West in the regionals. All right, underneath is Canny, turns on Ellie Muller and loses the ball out of bounds. They say Muller knocked it out.
Yeah, that time she just kind of backed her way in and tried to power up, and Ellie did a nice job getting her hands up and deflecting that ball out of bounds.
All right, Kennedy underneath their own basket, inbounds it to Dill. Now a long 3 by Bentley, good. And she nearly shot it from the student section of Dowling. That's the first 3 points for Kennedy. It's 5-3 Maroons.
Yeah, she has a nice range there. That was a nice shot.
Now here is Nikki Muller for 3 in the corner. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Dowling and Sears. Adrian with it. Gets it to Rice. Long pass in the corner over to Katie Muller. Now they work underneath. The layup good as they bypass Ellie Muller, and they found Maddie Rice on the weak side for the basket.
Yeah, she slid right on the baseline and got a nice pass off the glass and hit it.
7-3 Dowling. Rice with 5 points to lead Dowling. Now here's Dill down court. Off balance shot good right over Ellie Muller. Well, you can see she's not afraid of going up against any type of height, and she only stands at 5'7", does Bentley Dill.
She made a really nice move there to get open for the shot.
All right, here's Nikki Muller for 3. In and out, no good. And a loose ball foul on Maddie Rice, and that'll get Olivia Meredith in the lineup for the first time tonight for Dowling, as Rice picks up foul number 2, Dowling's leading scorer with 5 points.
Yeah, that was just, she was going for the offensive rebound, and that was a nice block out and kind of bumped her in the back there.
Tess Carmichael checking in also for Dowling, number 33, a 5'7" sophomore. And Olivia Meredith, a 5'9" junior, into the Dowling lineup wearing number 5. So here is Kennedy with the ball, and Alasia Johnson underneath. Her shot no good. Rebound Dowling, and here's Katie Muller. She'll launch the 3 off the screen by her sister Ellie. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Tess Carmichael and Dowling. Maroons lead it 7-5. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Now we got a pushing foul underneath on Kennedy, and I think they're going to get Canny for her first foul, and they will. The team foul number 1 on Kennedy. Dowling with 2 team fouls here, Mike, with 4:08 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like Dowling's going to rotate people off of
off the Dill.
Off Dill, yeah.
Long 3 good in the corner by Katie Muller. That's the second 3 from that spot tonight by Dowling. Maddie Rice hit the first one, so right corner 3 by Katie Muller gives the Maroons a 5-point lead, 10-5. With the basketball is Peyton Thier. Now they got Tess Carmichael guarding Dill.
Yeah, Tess is probably their best defender. She's got the quickness to stay with her. Looks like she's more or less face guarding her right now.
You know that's from soccer.
Yes.
Tess, tremendous soccer athlete. And now Dill has it. We'll see how this matchup goes. Carmichael guards her. Pass goes right wing over to Stallman. Head fake by Stallman, guarded by Katie Muller. Now they work it inside. A shot off the glass, up and good. Strong move by Canny for the basket. That's her first 2 points tonight. And it's 10-7 Dowling with 3:20 to go. Now we got an illegal screen by Muller. And it'll be Ellie Muller. Oh, check that. Ellie with her first foul, third team foul on Dowling here in the quarter, as turnover against the Maroons.
Yeah, that was yeah, I know.
I wasn't watching, so I'll rely on you.
It was close. I don't, but they called it.
Yep. I think it's pretty clear. Sometimes you might slip away 1 or 2 during the regular season, but you better be straight up and down and stay there and not put that arm bar out or your hips out to defend. All right, 8 on the shot clock. Dill with the basketball, coming off a ball screen. Step back 3, top of the key, no good. Offensive rebound, Thier, and a shot clock violation on Kennedy. Offensive rebound by the Cougars, but they couldn't get the shot back up.
Yeah, that was really good defense by Dowling overall, and especially Tess. She forced an off-balance 3-point shot that was an air ball. You're right, Kennedy got the ball, but couldn't get the ball back up in time.
All right, Dowling with the ball in the front court, leading 10-7, 2:30 to go. First quarter, Tess Carmichael with it. Now pass goes over to Katie Muller. Right wing 3 is short, and rebounded by Thier and Kennedy. Maroons got a good look at it, but Katie didn't have enough on it. And now Thier down the lane. Her shot blocked by Ellie Muller, rebounded by Carmichael. Outlet pass goes to Katie Muller, down to her sister Ellie. Off-balance shot off the glass, good. And Ellie Muller with her 4th point. The Maroons lead at 12-7 over Kennedy. Under 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. Both teams playing man-to-man defense. Haven't seen any zone, although Kennedy will play some. Now, pull-up jumper up and good by Alasia Johnson, 5'5" sophomore who checked in earlier. Johnson's first basket. 12-9 Dowling. Minute and a half to go. The ball tipped out of bounds off Kennedy as Nikki Muller set the check in for the Maroons. And Sears will come out. And Stallman checks out for Kennedy. And Dowling with the ball. Olivia Meredith with it. Over to Nikki Muller. Now to Katie Muller. She'll launch the 3 up. Good. That's a long 3 You had the NBA line out there, and Katie with her 6th point of the night, her second three, and it's 15-9 Dowling.
It's nice to see her come back. The last one was way short, and that one was true to the mark.
Maroons with their largest lead of the night of 6 points. Here's Dill with it, guarded by Carmichael. Nearly lost the basketball, but gets it over to Sane in the lane. Her shot no good. Rebound Ellie Moeller. Bounce pass to Nikki. Dowling a 2-on-2 fast break. They leave it for Katie for three. Good. Katie Moeller, 3 threes here in the first quarter, has 9 points. Dowling up 18-9. Kennedy in the front court.
Again, Dowling had the transition going, and she was wide open for a transition three.
Johnson with it. In the paint it goes to Canny, left block. Backs in against Ellie Moeller. Shot with the left hand, good. Nice move by Elena Canny, her 4th point.
Yeah, she backed it in, went to her right, then spun back to her left and put it in.
18-11, Dowling with the lead. Shot clock turned off. Final 20 seconds of the first quarter. There's Meredith with it to Ellie Moeller. They work it over to Carmichael. Now to Katie Moeller for three. Top of the key. Good. I'll tell you what, the CIML coaches know that play. We don't see it much, but limited scouting. And now here is a shot at the buzzer, no good, by Johnson of Kennedy. And we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic with their largest lead, 21-11 over Cedar Rapids Kennedy. We'll be back in 1 minute. For the second quarter of this Class 5A Girls Regional Final from the Dowling Catholic Gym in West Des Moines on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
Programming supported in part by Skeffington's Formalware, in business since 1951 with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formalware, online at skeffingtons.com. Thank you, Skeffington's Formalware, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
It's our turn to listen to you. Iowa Catholic Radio's listener survey is now live. Your response helps tell the Iowa Catholic Radio story on how hearts and minds have been changed. Take our survey today at iowacatholicradio.com and enter to win a $25 Visa gift card.
And welcome back to the Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines as we get set for the second quarter. Dowling 21, Cedar Rapids Kennedy 11. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Burkert tonight. In this Class 5A regional final, winner loses the state tournament. Now underneath with the first possession, Elena Canny has her shot blocked by Ellie Moeller. Rebound Dowling. Now Katie for three, up and no good. And rebound cleared out of there by Alasia Johnson, one of the smallest kids on the floor, comes away with the rebound.
That was nice positioning, though. She had a nice block out and was able to get the rebound.
Certainly did. Now Kennedy in the front court. Here's Johnson with it, guarded by Nikki Moeller. Dowling stays man-to-man, 21-11 Dowling. And now Johnson in the lane has her shot blocked. It was either Katie or Ellie. Lead pass to Meredith. Layup good. Olivia Meredith with the basket with her first 2 points of the night. She gets the second quarter start. It's 23-11 Dowling. Wins by 12.
One of the keys we talked about, they went to the transition after the rebound and were able to get down the floor for a nice, easy layup.
Here's Canny for a shot just inside the three-point line, top of the circle. It's no good. Ellie Moeller with another rebound. Now they work in the corner. Here's Carmichael, a head fake. Leaves it for Ellie Moeller in the lane. Layup, or a jump shot good, and a timeout called by Kennedy. Ellie Moeller with her 6 point. With 6:43 to go in the second quarter, 25-11. Dowling with a 14-point lead, their largest of the night, alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale. Mike, you got to look at the first quarter numbers.
Right, first quarter mark, Dowling was 8 of 14 from the field, 57%, compared to 5 of 13 for Cedar Rapids Kennedy for 38%. Dowling was 5 of 9 from the three-point range. Cedar Rapids Kennedy was 1 out of 2. Dowling out-rebounded Cedar Rapids Kennedy 8-3 in the first quarter. It was a relatively clean first quarter. The fact that Dowling had 2 turnovers and Cedar Rapids Kennedy did not have a turnover.
But, that is amazing.
It is. I think what the key so far is Dowling's length is bothering Cedar Rapids Kennedy. They're attacking the basket, but they're getting a lot of shots blocked.
All right, Kennedy with the basketball coming out of the timeout. And the Maroons have really done a good job at keeping Bentley Dill from being a factor. She's had her moments as she has 5 points, but they've really tried to neutralize her. They work underneath the Canny, right blocker shot blocked by Ellie Moeller, and the rebound comes out to Ellie. Good defense by her, and a whistle and a foul on Canny, and that'll be her second.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive play by Ellie, although Cedar Rapids Kennedy disputes that right now, but it was a nice block, and it came down. They got her second foul, and that's their height is right there.
Dowling with the ball, and now Katie Moeller in the corner, catch and shoot three. It's no good from the right baseline. Rebound Kennedy and Bentley Dill. Dill averaging 21.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, 3 assists, leads the team in all those categories, including made threes. And she just earlier hit her 50th made three. Now they back it into Canny, turns and shot up, and that's a tie up in the lane, but they're going to call a foul on Moeller, and that'll be her second on Ellie. So to the free throw line will be Elena Canny. And these will be our first free throws of the night, if I'm not mistaken, Mike.
It will be, and that's for the post players for both teams. Both of them now have 2 fouls, so it'll be interesting to see which one might be able to draw the third foul or how each coach will approach that.
Canny's first free throw, no good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Bose and the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Iowa Wealth Management, and Construction Professionals. Second free throw good, so Canny with 5 points. Her and Dill are the leading scorers right now for Kennedy.
And Kennedy blinked first. They brought their post person out with the 2 fouls. Ellie's still in.
Kennedy finished in a tie for third in the Mississippi Valley, Mississippi division of their conference, tied for third with Cedar Rapids Xavier. Iowa City West finishing first, and Liberty of Iowa City second. Now, Ellie Moeller gets loose underneath from the left block, and her shot up and good. She has 8 points.
She did a really nice job attacking the baseline there and took it right to the basket.
Now Dill underneath, a shot up and no good, hits the floor and drew the foul, and that might be on Sears. And Adrian will pick up her first foul, and team foul number 2 on Dowling Catholic. Dill at the free throw line. She's been there 141 times this year and shooting 83%. First one good. Nice game in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Fast Signs in Clive, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bose and the Florist. Both free throws good by Dill. She has 7 points. 27-14. Dowling with the lead. Kennedy and Dowling did play in football, and that score might be pretty close to what it was.
Okay.
And the Maroons in the front court. Here is Adrian Sears running the point now for Dowling. It's Sears, Carmichael, and Nikki Moeller, the 3 guards. Katie Moeller, and Ellie stays in with 2 fouls. Katie for 3 in the corner, rolls through. Katie Moeller, corner 3, and that is her 5th 3 of the night.
Yeah, that time Kennedy dropped back into a zone and failed to identify where Katie Moeller was, and she kind of hit out in the right-hand corner there.
15 points for Katie Moeller. Leads all scorers.
That's
and
five threes.
30-14, Dowling by 16, their largest lead of the night here in the first quarter. Now Dill underneath, and what an acrobatic shot up and good. You can see why she brings all the accolades.
Wow.
9 points for Dill. I think she shot that as she was in the air, brought it down to near her ankles, and put it up and through.
Yeah, she was. That was a tremendous play by her, and I think Ellie just drew the 3rd foul on.
No, it's on Lola Sane.
Could have gone either way on that one.
Sane picks up the foul, not Canny. Canny with 2 fouls, and the young lady, Canny 2 fouls for Kennedy, and Ellie Moeller 2 fouls for Dowling, but she's shooting free throws here, and Ellie's first free throw is good. Looking back to these 2 teams, Kennedy finished a tie for 3rd in the Mississippi Valley, Mississippi division of their conference. Iowa City West in 1st place and Liberty in 2nd. Dowling finished in second place in the CIML. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, Katie Moeller. They get it back inside to Ellie, and her shot off the rim, or off the glass and rim, no good. And the rebound out to the Maroons. Kennedy. Ellie Moeller with 9 points. Had a chance to go in double figures there. 31-16 Dowling. In the front court, here's Stallman. Coming off the ball screen by Canny. Looking for Canny, now bounced it to her right elbow. Canny guarded by Katie Moeller. Canny drives in, little step through and shot off the glass, good. Canny with 7 points.
Yeah, she was determined to get that shot up.
Nice move in the post. You see their coaches at work with it, Maddie Parker and Andy Courtney, the co-coaches for Kennedy. And another corner three, good by Katie Moeller. That is 6 threes on the night, and she's got 18 points. And we've got 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Now underneath, Dill with the shot, the left hand this time good. And Carmichael's kind of looking around. It's like, this girl's good.
And she was right on her, too. That was just a nice play.
11 points for Dill. 34-20, Dowling by 14. Runs in the front court. Here's Sears for three, and it's in and out, no good. Ball slapped out by Olivia Meredith of Dowling. Carmichael couldn't run it down, but Dill does. Bentley in the front court for Kennedy. Works the left wing. Guarded by Tess Carmichael. Now drives in the lane, tries to pass it underneath to Canny. Stolen away by Dowling. Maroons with a 3-on-1 fast break. Meredith with the layup, good. The pass from Katie Moeller to Olivia Meredith. And Meredith with 4 points, 36-20. Dowling by 16. And on a long three, no good by Stallman. Rebound Dowling. Here's Sears for three in transition. It's in and out, no good. Ellie Moeller has the ball stripped away from her. Picked up by Katie Moeller underneath the Sears layup, good. Bentley Dill had it and then lost it. And that last basket by Sears, her first 2 points. Timeout, Dowling. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 38-20. Dowling girls leading by 18 with 2:15 to go here in the first half. Alongside Mike Burkert, I am Mark Amadell. Alexia Baker, our studio producer tonight. We appreciate Alexia sitting in at our control board. And Mike, a quick look at the numbers here. Katie Moeller leading the way for Dowling with 6 3-pointers. She has 18 first half points. Her sister Ellie with 9 points. And for Kennedy, 11 points for Bentley Dill and 7 points for their post player, Elena Canny.
Yeah, Dowling scored 8 out of the 11 possessions they've had in this quarter. So
8 out of 11?
8 out of 11.
That's pretty efficient.
That is. And they're really making Dill work for her shots. Tess Carmichael, I think, they've decided is going to be guarding her for the rest of the game, it looks like. And she makes some unbelievable plays already, but she's really making her work, and they just do it well, trying to get the ball to her.
Well, Canny with the ball on the left elbow, tried to do a little high-low to Dill from the left wing to baseline, and she misfired there, threw it out of bounds. It'll be Dowling basketball with 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Reminder at halftime, we'll go through some of the 5A regional final scores. Winners move on to the Girls State Basketball Tournament, Class 5A, which begins Monday morning at the Casey Center in downtown Des Moines, formerly Wells Fargo Arena. Same building, just different colors. Now Sears underneath and draws a foul, and Johnson will pick up the foul. Lays it. Johnson pick up her first foul, comes off the bench. She's played quite a bit in this first half and picked up her first foul.
Yeah, Coach Meyer called a nice timeout there to get Ellie out of the game. Dowling with an 18-point lead with about 2 minutes to go. She wanted her to pick up that third foul.
Sears' first free throw is good. Adrian, leading free throw shooter for Dowling at 83%. Tonight's game in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Iowa Wealth Management, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Second free throw good. 4 points for Adrian Sears, 40-20, Dowling by 20, their largest lead of the night over Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Here's Canny.
Oh, a travel.
Dribble handoff goes to Thier, and as you called it, Mike, traveling as Thier took the handoff. It'll be Dowling basketball with 1:30 to go.
But I'm not going to put any stripes on, and I'm good from sitting right here calling it.
I understand. And Maddie Rice back in the lineup for Dowling. He gets it to Katie Muller for three. In and out, no good. Ball slapped around into the hands of Alicia Johnson, and she dribbles in the front court for Kennedy as we approach the 1 minute mark. There's Abby Wiedemeyer in there, 5'7" sophomore, wearing number 14 in for the first time tonight. Now to Johnson. Two reserves that came off the bench for Kennedy. Now a steal by Olivia Meredith all the way down. Layup is up and good. Olivia Meredith stepped in front of the pass intended for Thayer, and she's got 6 points off the bench tonight for the Maroons.
She's done a nice job both offensively and defensively, being a nice complementary player to what they're doing.
And we got a whistle and a foul before the shot as Dill took it down. Foul will be on Tess Carmichael, her first. Be out of bounds. Kennedy. Both teams with 3 fouls each. Maroons by 22 points, 42-20 over Kennedy. And the ball loose on the floor. Canny picks it up. And the Cougars now a little skip pass over in the corner. Here's Wiedemeyer for three. It's no good. Ball slapped around, and Sears comes away with it. She leads a 3-on-2 fast break, and a whistle and a foul on Dill. That'll be Bentley's first foul, and free throws coming for Sears. And what a flurry there. I like how Adrian handled that, Mike. She had the ball on a break. Kennedy was getting back, and she just exploded to the rim. It was a one-on-one situation instead of a 3-on-3.
Yeah, she's got a really nice first step there and exploded out, like you said.
Sears free throw good. She's now 3 for 3 on the night with 5 points. Tonight's game on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network brought to you in part by Fast Signs in Clive, Bozen the Florist, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and the Catholic Tuition Organization.
Yeah, Dowling got 24 seconds here to, if they can get a stop here, maybe get another shot, that'd be great.
Sears' free throw is good. She makes them both. She's 4 for 4 at the line, has 6 points. Dowling is 5 out of 6 the free throw line here in the second quarter. And now here is Kennedy with the shot. It's no good by Johnson. And a rebound out to Dowling and Katie Muller. Katie left wing over Bentley, and her shot is no good, out of bounds. They say it was tipped out of bounds off Kennedy with 3.5 seconds to go in the first half.
So like I said, get a stop, come down, and get her last shot. Now they're going to get 2.
44-20.
Maybe.
Dowling with the lead, their largest lead of 24 right now. Katie Muller will throw it in with 3.7 seconds remaining in the first half. Get to Sears. A dribble and a three-pointer by Adrian, no good. Meredith with the rebound, and that's how the first half will end with the score. Dowling Catholic 44 and Cedar Rapids Kennedy 20. Maroons hold Kennedy to 9 points in the second quarter. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We thank Alexia Baker, our studio producer tonight. And our score in Sub-State, or at Regional 3 here at the Dowling Catholic Gym, our Class 5A Regional Final. Dowling Catholic 44, the Cedar Rapids Kennedy Cougars 20, alongside Mike Burkert. I am Mark Amadale. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with our halftime scores and scoring in this contest, along with our first half statistics here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
At noon, Monday through Friday, the doctor is in. Dr. Ray Garendi helps you with personal problems and professional questions. You'll love his fun approach and practical advice. The doctor is in on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, connecting people to Christ.
The leading Catholic voices are on the largest Catholic media network in Iowa.
Father Wade Menezes, Anna Mitchell, Dr. David Anders.
You're listening to the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
This is Dale Ahlquist with a Chesterton Minute. Have Have you ever noticed what happens when you try to keep up with the current fashions? You go nuts. When we are obsessed with keeping up with the times, we become slaves. Fashions are never settled. To chase something that is always changing is simply futile. It's not freedom, it's insanity. G.K. Chesterton says, "The Catholic Church is the only thing that saves a man from the degrading slavery of being a child of his age." Christianity is always out of fashion because it's always sane, and fashions are always insane. The Catholic Church never has to worry about being behind the times because it is beyond the times. Want more than a minute? Visit our website, chesterton.org.
Welcome back to the Dowling Catholic High School gym here in West Des Moines. We are at halftime of the girls Class 5A regional final. Dowling Catholic leading Cedar Rapids Kennedy by the score of 44-20. And alongside Mike Burkert, I am Mark Amadale, Alexia Baker in our Iowa Catholic Radio studios. As Dowling jumped out to a 21-11 first quarter lead, and the Maroons piled on there in the second quarter, outscoring Kennedy 23-9. To lead it here at halftime, 44-20. And we'll go through some of the scoring before Mike gets his first half statistics. I do have some scores to pass along, and we'll do that also. So Dowling is led in the first half by Katie Mollers, 18 points. She hit 6 3-pointers in the first half for her 18 points. Rounding out scoring for Dowling, 9 points for Katie's older sister, Ellie. 6 points off the bench for Olivia Meredith. 6 points for Adrian Sears. And 5 points for Maddie Rice. Nikki Moeller did not score, and neither did Tess Carmichael for the Maroons, as Dowling went 5 of 6 at the free throw line. For Cedar Rapids Kennedy in the first half, they were led by Bentley Dills, 11 points. And their starting post player, Elena Canny, goes for 7 points in the first half. Off the bench, Alasia Johnson with 2 points. And a couple of starters, Lola Sane and Addison Stallman, did not score in the first half for Kennedy. Off the bench, Abby Wiedemeyer did not score, as the Cougars went 3 of 4 at the free throw line in the first half. And both teams brought in 2 subs, Dowling with Olivia Meredith and Tess Carmichael, and Kennedy with Abby Wiedemeyer and Alasia Johnson. Mike Burkert, you got to look at the first half numbers.
Yeah, Mark. First half, Dowling overall was 16 out of 30, 53%, compared to 8 of 23 for 35% for Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Dowling was 7 of 17 from the three-point range. Cedar Rapids Kennedy was 1 out of 6. It should be noted that Dowling in the first half was 9 out of 12 from the two-point range. They had a lot of fast break layups that they scored on the transition, which really helped their offense. Free throws, I agree with you, 5 out of 6 for Dowling, 3 out of 4 for Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Dowling had 18 rebounds in the first half, 5 offensive, 13 defensive rebounds. Turnovers, Kennedy with 4, Dowling with 2 in the first half. Dowling had 0 turnovers in the second quarter.
And Kennedy had no turnovers in the first quarter, so that's pretty efficient basketball there, Mike.
Yeah, and if I note, Dowling had 16 possessions, I guess. I forgot the last one. And they scored on 11 out of those 16 possessions, scored 23 points on those 16 possessions. That's very efficient. Again, they shot the ball very well. They controlled the game on the defensive end. Made some nice steals, made some nice blocks, got the transition going, and that opens up for 3 points also for, like Ellie's been shooting Katie's been shooting 3-pointers.
It certainly does. That's a quick halftime for Dowling Catholic girls. They're back out here with 4 minutes to go here in halftime. We'll take a look at some of the scores we have. No report right now from Johnston, Indianola in Region 1, that game being played at Johnston. Over in Region 2 at Waukee Northwest High School, they lead Pleasant Valley 14-8. Skipping over to Region 4 halftime score, Cedar Falls leading Ankeny Centennial 17-16. Cedar Falls, the number 4 seed, Centennial, the 12 seed. All right, moving over to Region 5. Ankeny hosting Sioux City East, and the Hawks lead 14-9 at the end of the first quarter. Over in Region 6, Cedar Rapids, Washington leading Cedar Rapids Prairie 18-11 at the end of the first quarter. Over at Valley High School, just a couple exits down the freeway from where we're at here at Dowling High School, it's Valley leading City High 15-12 at the end of the first quarter. And finally, a halftime score from Iowa City. It's Iowa City West leading Iowa City Liberty 33-21. Those two teams split during the regular season, but West up 12 at halftime. And I know we want to thank Jonathan Vanderoe and Logan Greiner, the freshman coaches here at Dowling, the JV2 coaches, for providing those scores on a little spreadsheet they do. You know, these Vanderoe teaches.
They've got too much time on their hands.
Well, he teaches mechanical engineering or some kind of engineering.
Oh, okay.
The smart classrooms right behind us that I'll never go into, but he has time in the hands to pull out these spreadsheets, and I noticed he used BC Moore as his spreadsheet. So he borrowed from the Iowa State folks, and I use the word borrowed loosely.
Yeah, that's the smart classrooms back there, huh?
Yes, they are.
I did not realize that.
Yes, they are, Mike.
I just remember them being the open space that they maybe the part of the weight room, and I think I took a CPR class up there one time.
Probably did. I'm efforting the Johnston their Twitter page, and they do not have an update. I'm surprised Indianola doesn't. But that is the one score I'm curious about, Indianola and Johnston going on in Region 2. I might have to send a text to one of my buddies over there. Happens to be doing the PA, Jeff Lawrence at Johnston. They have to get him for an update. But Mike, your thoughts on this game? Obviously, Dowling out to a great start. The Kennedy Cougars, you've seen them. They've got a lot of talent, but Bentley Dill has been somewhat corralled. She's got 11 points at halftime, but the Maroons have kind of rotated defensive players on her, and they have not let her dominate the game.
Right, they've done a nice job defensively on her. You can just watching her, you can tell how good she is. But Tess Carmichael has had the main assignment on her and has done a really nice job in keeping her from getting easy shots. I'll put it that way. And it goes back to when we talked about the keys to the game to start. Dowling protected the basketball, 0 turnovers in the second quarter. They were patient in their half-court game. Kennedy's come out with a little bit of a zone, and they've been patient moving the ball around. Team defense, they're really helping on Dill. They're rebounding, getting the ball out on the transition, and they're attacking the basket on shots and on offensive rebounds.
Well, we'll be in trouble at graduation in May. The principal just sent me a note, so now I'm in trouble here at Dowling. We're going to take a 1-minute break, come back for the second half. It's Dowling 44, Cedar Rapids Kennedy 20. And our thanks to one of our listeners, Principal Matt Maindring, who must be with his lovely wife tonight, Lisa, listening to our broadcast. And maybe he's got it up on I don't know if we got it on the live stream or not. Back in 1 minute after this timeout on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Do you believe in the importance of Catholic education? Do you owe Iowa income tax this year? Consider a gift to the Catholic Tuition Organization to help worthy students attend Catholic schools in the diocese and receive an Iowa tax credit of 75% of your donation. If you give $1,000 to CTO, you'll receive a tax credit of $750. Pledge or donate online at ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Saints John and Paul, Knights of Columbus, are hosting fish fries every Friday during Lent, serving 4:30 to 7 p.m. All-you-can-eat fish dinner, plus macaroni and cheese or cheese pizza for the kids. Stations of the Cross at 5 p.m. in the church, 1401 First Avenue South in Altoona.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Gym, second half of this Class 5A Regional final, and Dowling with a quick score to open up the third quarter as Adrian Sears with a three-pointer. She has 9 points. And now Kennedy with their first possession. They get a shot in the lane by Dill. It's no good. Rebounded by Dowling, and now a long three in transition by Adrian Sears is no good, and we got a loose ball foul called on the play. I believe it's going to be on Kennedy, and they're going to whistle it on Canny. That'll be her third. Out of bounds, Dowling. 6:44 remaining here in the third quarter. Dowling 47, Cedar Rapids Kennedy 20. Again, the winner moves on to the Girls State Basketball Tournament beginning on Monday with Class 5A. And here's a long three on the inbounds play by Katie Moeller, left wing. It's no good, and a rebound Kennedy. Kennedy going right to left towards the south basket. Here at the Dowling gym, wearing the black uniforms on the road with gold numbers. Dowling in their home white uniforms, maroon trim and numbers. Now underneath is Canny. Puts up a shot over Ellie Moeller. It's no good. Ellie gets the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Katie Moeller. Underneath to Maddie Rice. Won't shoot it. Now we'll bring the ball out to Sears, top of the key. Adrian drives against Dill down the lane and loses it out of bounds. It'll be Dowling possession as we approach the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. The Maroons up 47-20. Largest lead for Dowling is right now at 27 points. There's Katie Moeller. Pull-up jumper from 15 feet. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds to Dowling as Maddie Rice was battling in there with Bentley, Dill, and Canny. And they say one off Rice.
Yeah, she was working really hard to try to get that offensive rebound, but ball just got tipped away from her there. But she last touched it.
Halftime score from Johnston, 50-24. Johnston leads Indianola. All right, here's a turnover by Kennedy. All the way down is Ellie Moeller. Little scoop shot in the lane. Good, right underneath Canny. And Ellie with her 11th point. Many times you see a starting center go coast to coast, and she did. And now a long three. It's no good by Fear. Offensive rebound and putback by Canny is good. Good job on the boards by Elena Canny, who has 9 points.
Yeah, she had nice position there.
Now Dowling with the ball in transition, and a loose ball foul, a foul called on Bentley Dill. That'll be her second foul. And Elijah Johnson checking in, number 24 for Addison Stallman. Dowling gets a brand new shot clock as Tess Carmichael into the Dowling lineup. Gets it to Katie Moeller, coming off a ball screen by her sister Ellie. Dribbles down, little scoop shot with the right hand. Good. Katie Moeller went down the left side of the lane tonight. That's her first 2-point basket to go with the 6 threes she's made. She has 20 points.
That was a nice move, though. She came off the screen, took it right down the lane.
51-22 Dowling. Kennedy with the basketball, and in the lane, Dill travels with it, and it'll be a turnover against the Cougars.
Yeah, she made a nice move to get into the lane, but then there were 3 people around her, and she kind of hesitated before making a pass. They called her for traveling.
Dowling by 29 with 4:40 left to go third quarter. 51-22 Maroons. Here's Sears going down the left side of the lane. Underneath the
nice
Moeller
pass.
layup, good. Adrian went as far as she could and left it for Moeller on the right block, and she shoots and scored. Beautiful play that time.
That was a really nice play. Nice drive. Two people moved over on her, and she laid it off to her.
Ellie Moeller with 13 points. 53-22 Dowling. Wins by 31. Now a whistle and an offensive foul. Legal screen called on Kennedy. They're trying to set up a screen for Dill, and Fear commits the offensive foul. It'll be Dowling basketball. Olivia Meredith checking in for Katie Moeller. So it'll be Carmichael and Meredith, along with Maddie Rice, Adrian Sears, and Ellie Moeller. And he's going with 4-guard lineup. Here's Sears with it, coming off a screen by Ellie Moeller. They get it back to Ellie. She's going to launch a 3 from the top of the key. It's no good. Rebound, Dill and Kennedy. Kennedy in the front court. Goes right around Carmichael. Well, Dill decides to leave it for Canny, and it's stolen away by Dowling. Here is Sears with it. She has it poked away, but Carmichael comes away with it. 3:35 to go in the third. Dowling 53-22 over Kennedy. The Maroons are 4 points away from a running clock here. So they can get up by 35. And now Ellie for three, in and out, no good. And rebounded by Peyton Thier and the Kennedy Cougars. Maroons had a couple good looks, and now the lid's on the basket.
Yeah, they need to be a little patient. I think they kind of, Ellie's taking a couple 3-point shots from the top of the key. I'm not sure the coach is real happy with, but.
All right, Johnson dribbles off her foot. It's stolen away by Dowling, but stolen back by Bentley Dill at half court. She leaves it for Sane underneath. Her shot no good. Ellie Muller comes away with the rebound. Ellie leading the charge. 2-on-2 fast break. Leaves it for Olivia Meredith on the baseline. Back to Muller. Layup good. Great two-person game there between Ellie Muller and Olivia Meredith, and Muller scores her 15th point, so we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 2:45 remaining here in the third quarter from the Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines, and it is Dowling 55 and Cedar Rapids Kennedy 22. Back in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
Programming supported in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951 with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, online at skeffingtons.com. Thank you, Skeffington's Formal Wear, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines. Regional final night. Alongside Mike Burkert, I am Mark Amadale. 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Dowling girls leading 55-22. The Maroons are 2 points away from getting the running clock. And now here's Bentley Dill and Kennedy with it. They're going to try to extend that a little bit. Dill gets it over in the corner to Stallman. Dribbles in the lane. Off balance shot up. No good. Rebound Dowling and Ellie Muller. Outlet pass to Katie Muller. Maroons running in the front court. They get it to Tess Carmichael, who's in there. It's Carmichael, Katie Muller, Olivia Meredith, and Nikki Muller. Pass goes over in the corner. Carmichael for three. It's no good. And the rebound, Canny and Kennedy. And we got in the back court here, Mike? Turnover. They say against Kennedy. Somebody must have traveled on the outlet pass. So now Ellie Muller will sit down, and the Maroons will go with a 5-guard lineup.
That's her sixth turnover this quarter for Cedar Rapids Kennedy.
All right, here is Maddie Rice inbounding the ball. Gets it to Katie Muller. Katie, she'll launch the three, left wing, good, and we've got the running clock. Katie with her 23rd point of the night. And that is her 7th made three. 58-22 Maroons. Minute 44 to go here in the third quarter. There's Dill with it underneath the Canny. Turnaround shot good right over Katie Muller. Canny with 11 points.
Yeah, she has some nice post moves inside.
She does. Now here's Maddie Rice for three, top of the key. It's no good. Rebounded by Stallman. Addison with the pass, and it's thrown away as they try to get it down court to Peyton Thier.
I was sitting here. Somebody looked familiar in the corner over there. It's the Drake women's coach. Isn't standing over in the corner. Probably watching Miss Dill.
Yeah, she's on their radar.
Yep.
Allison Pullman, you're referring to. And
yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out who was it. She looks really familiar.
Dowling with the ball. Sears in the baseline. Gets it out to Maddie Rice. Dowling 58. Cedar Rapids Kennedy 24. Here's Katie Muller. Up the three-point arc beyond the top of the key. Gets to Maddie Rice. Rice in the lane. Leaves it for Olivia Meredith. Layup good. Great pass by Maddie Rice. And Olivia Meredith, career high 8 points.
And you got Molly Austin stepped into the game too now.
Now underneath Dill, her shot no good, and the ball tipped out of bounds. It'll be Kennedy basketball. You're right, Molly checked in for the Maroons. Molly, a 5'8" sophomore. She has her contingent over there.
That's right. The fam.
Pleasant Hill's finest. And now we've got an illegal screen, and that'll be on Canny, and that'll be her fourth. So Elena Kennedy picked up her fourth foul. And it's 60-24 Dowling with the running clock. And we've come to the end of the third quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 60, Cedar Rapids Kennedy 24. Alongside Mike Burkert, I am Mark Amadale. And we appreciate the work of all the folks at Iowa Catholic Radio tonight. Alexia Baker, our studio producer. Back in 1 minute, we'll have the fourth and final corner coming up on this girls Class 5A regional final from the Dowling Gym on Iowa Catholic Radio.
The Diocese of Sioux City and the Marr's All Saints Parish invite you to the March 21st Men's Conference with keynote speaker Dr. Ray Arendi and Bishop John Keener. Register today at scdiocese.org/men's conference.
From Granger to Colfax and everywhere at iowacatholicradio.com or the Iowa Catholic Radio app. Listener-supported Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ. Weekdays at 1 p.m., it's Dr. David Anders with Call to Communion. It's a live call-in show for non-Catholics and fallen away Catholics. Call to Communion on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, connecting people to Christ.
The leading Catholic voices are on the largest Catholic media network in Iowa.
The Miracle Hunter, Michael O'Neill, Lisa Popchak, Father Thomas Loya.
You're listening to the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Gym, fourth quarter, and the running clock. Dowling leading 60-24. Kennedy on the first possession of the fourth quarter. A shot in the lane, it's no good, and a rebound out to Dowling. Adrian Sears, Katie Moeller, along with Molly Austin, Ellie Moeller. We got a whistle and a foul on Thier. That'll be her second foul tonight. We have two of the three Moeller sisters in there, Ellie and Katie, with Nikki on the bench. Maroons inbound the ball underneath their own basket. They get to Katie Moeller, looking inside to Ellie, faces the basket. Now takes a power dribble, cut off. Maroons redirect the ball. Now backdoor cut, and here's Katie Moeller in the air, or shot up and no good, and a rebound Canny and Kennedy. The defense by the Cougars that time. Johnson in the front court, down with the left hand. Reverse layup is no good. Rebound, Ellie Moeller. Bounce pass to her sister, Katie, and her shot to the left hand is no good. And bodies hit the floor. And we got Sears is down with injury. Foul will be on Peyton Thier, her third. And Sears got shaken up on that play. Maroons lead at 60-24. They stopped the clock for an injury. And Mike, let's get in our third quarter stats while we have a break here.
Yeah, third quarter, Dowling was 8 of 15 from the field, 53%, which has been consistent with what they've done the whole game. Cedar Rapids County was 2 out of 10 for 20%. Dowling was 3 of 9 from the three-point range in the third quarter. Cedar Rapids County was 0 for 1. Dowling was, again, 5 out of 6 from the two-point range when they got the transition going. The key, again, the key was Dowling just had one turnover in the third quarter, while Cedar Rapids Kennedy had 8.
Well, Kennedy had no turnovers in the first quarter, as Sears is now walking up on her own power with the Dowling trainer.
She got hit in the head.
Yeah, so she's going to get a look at as Dowling will have the ball. Nikki Muller will check in for Adrian Sears. And we'll mark the time with 6:30 here in the fourth quarter where she was injured. And now we got a whistle and a foul on Kennedy. And that one will be on Thier again. That's her fourth foul. Third team foul on the Cougars here in the fourth quarter, 60-24. Dowling inbounds the ball. Maddie Rice, corner three, it's no good. And we got a loose ball foul on Dowling and Katie Muller. That'll be her first foul of the night. As the game clock continues to run, substitution now for Kennedy. Lola Sane, starter, checking back in, and Peyton Thayer will sit down. 60-24, Dowling. Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Thanks to Ashworth Vision Clinic, Iowa Wealth Management, and Construction Professionals. Underneath, Canny's shot is no good. Blocked by Ellie Muller, and the rebound comes out to Ellie. Not a Nikki Muller. Runs in the front court. Try to get Ellie underneath. A little scoop shot in the lane is no good, and she drew the foul. And if that's on Canny, she has fouled out. And it is. So Elena Canny is going to end her high school career, fouling out with 11 points, with 5:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Canny came in averaging 8.5 points, 6 rebounds. And she's going to exit the game. She'll be replaced by Emerson Blocker, the 5'8" senior. So Kennedy gets really small here. They basically have 5 guards out there with Canny falling out. Muller's free throw is no good. Ellie with 15 points tonight. And 1 for 3 at the free throw line. Second one up, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, Molly Austin. Out to Katie Muller. To Nikki Muller for 3, it's off the mark, no good. Ellie with the putback, up and good. She drew the foul. The basket will count by Ellie Muller and a foul on Kennedy. And that'll be on Addison Stallman, her first. So Ellie with 17 points. And a chance for an and one here to break the scoring drought at the free throw line. She's 0 for 3 in her last 3 free throws. She made her first one tonight and missed the next 3. And her free throw is good. Hit that front of the rim and goes through. So she's now 2 of 5 at the line, 18 points for Ellie Muller. And she may have seen her last minutes of the night.
I think so. 18
points for Ellie, and Dowling leading 63-24. Johnson in the front court for Kennedy in the lane. Gets it over in the corner to Stallman, corner 3, it's up and no good, left wing, rebound, Dowling. Nikki Muller double team in the backcourt, gets it to Katie Muller. He's trying to play keep away, but yet attack the basket. Nikki down the lane, layup is no good. Olivia Meredith with the offensive rebound, ball tipped out of bounds off Dowling with under 5 minutes to play. 63-24 Maroons. Maroons going for a 40-point lead. 39 and holding. Kennedy in the front court, and here is Dill with the shot that's no good. And she drew the foul and will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, she had another nice move there just to get that shot off.
Carmichael will pick up her second foul. And Bentley Dill scoreless here in the second half for Kennedy. The first free throw is good. She now has 12 points. Tonight's game in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network brought to you in part by Fast Signs and Clive, Skeffington's Formal Wear, Bozen the Florist, and Ashworth Vision Clinic. Thanks to our officials tonight, Lance Pluger, Justin Meyer, and Joel Krayenbrink. Second free throw good by Dill. She's 4 for 4 tonight, has 13 points.
That was her first 2 points of the second half, too.
Yes, it was. Came in averaging 21 and a half and has held to 13 with 4.5 minutes left to go. Dowling underneath. Here's Meredith's shot. That's blocked by Johnson of Kennedy. And the Cougars come away with the rebound. Dill in the front court. Guarded by Carmichael. Dill underneath. Changes hands. Shot up and no good. Gets her own rebound. And initiates the action and puts up a follow-up shot that rolls off the rim. Foul on Dowling. And that'll be on Carmichael, her third, and Dill back to the free throw line.
That was just total effort on her part. She was
absolutely
down low, missed the shot, got the offensive rebound, got it back up again.
Kate Clendenin in the Dowling lineup, number 1, as Dill's free throw is good. 14 points for Dill. So it'll be Clendenin, Meredith, along with Flattery, Carmichael, and Austin, the 5 on the floor for Dowling. Second free throw by Dill is good. She has 15 points. Bentley Deal, we're going to hear a few more years out of her. 5'7" sophomore, and Kennedy's got a lot to look forward there. Full court pressure by Kennedy. Clendenin trying to dribble out of it. Maroons have 4 seconds to get across timeline. They do. They get it to Austin, and her pass to Olivia Meredith kicked out of bounds by Kennedy.
Took them a second to get that press broke, but once they did, they had a nice 3-on-2. But just foot got in the way.
And remember, you got to get it over half court by the 25-second mark on the shot clock. Pretty simple. And like that, like all these new rule changes we've had a few years. Molly Austin underneath her, shot off the glass, left it short, gets her own rebound. And now we got a kick ball in the lane off Kennedy. And the Cougars start to empty their bench. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. This will be a 30-second timeout, so we will not. We'll keep it here. 63-28 Dowling, 3.5 minutes to go. Here in the fourth quarter, Dowling girls have a few minutes away from punching their ticket to the girls' state basketball tournament next week. And I'm going to let you talk for a little bit. I'm going to try to refresh this.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see
the score chart that the Vanderall came up with. And, boy, it does. You hit refresh, and they do. So
yeah.
Go ahead,
Mike. See who and when they play. I think probably every student in Dowling is hoping for that late morning or early afternoon game, I think.
They'd love it around 11:30 or 1:30. That'd be perfect.
Yep.
I could just hear them. Have one at home that's probably waiting too. Now underneath, Dowling with the ball in the timeout. Out of the timeout, and Olivia Meredith shoots and scores. She has 10 points on 5 field goals. 65-28 Dowling, and ball tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, she's a really good athlete, you can tell. It's just, I think, getting some confidence in her shot.
Now we hope Adrian Sears is fine, as she's back on the Dowling bench, so that's good news. And you thought she got kind of hit in the head, so she went back to the locker room, and now is back out here sitting on the bench and will not play, I'm sure. 2:45 to go in the fourth. 65-28. We'll have post-game interviews with players and coaches following the game for Dowling Catholic, as they're going to head to the state tournament for the 27th time in school history. Now here's a steal in the backcourt after Dowling got the steal. Johnson's layup is no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Maroons come away with it as Ella Jamison, or check that, Doretti Alley had it taken away from her. We got a timeout for substitution.
Yeah, she's getting all the kids that were on the JV one team in the game now.
You mentioned Olivia Meredith, tremendous athlete, undersized for the post, but playing at 5'9". Her and Sears are going to be on this Dowling flag football team that they're going to have, the girls flag football.
That's what I heard.
And they're very competitive. This will be Sears' first year. All right, Dowling with the ball. Final 2 minutes and 15 seconds. A lot of newcomers in there. Clendenin to Flattery. Emerson with it. Now gets the ball to Gianna Dyke. Right side the pass goes to Everly Anthony and loses out of bounds. They're going to call a jump ball. Anthony was tied up by Doretti Ali. It'll be Dowling possession. And Anthony will throw it in. Also out there, Ruth George. These are all sophomores that have come in, or are all playing right now. These will inbound the ball in the backcourt to Clendenin. Kate with it in the corner to Flattery for three. Good! Emerson Flattery with her third made three of the year for the Tom Donahue JV2 team. 68-28, Dowling by 40.
Tom probably taught her the way he shot.
He said, take 3 steps in and then shoot it. Don't stay away from that arrow or that line out there. He doesn't want you shooting threes. Now Dowling, a nice pass underneath, a shot up and no good, but a whistle and a foul.
I'm not sure when Tom played that there was a line out there.
Everly Anthony going to the free throw line for Dowling. Fouls on Sophie Johansen, number 12, 5'11 senior for Kennedy. As coaches Maddie Parker and Andy Courtney, the co-coaches for Kennedy, getting their players in.
The radio home for your Dowling Catholic Maroons. 105.5 KIHS, Perry, Des Moines. IowaCatholicRadio.com and the Iowa Catholic Radio mobile app. Encounter Jesus.
8 minutes to play here at the Dowling Gym. Wiedemeyer with it. Long pass over to Sophie Joensen for three, and it's good. That is her first three of the year for Joensen. 68-31, Dowling, 44 seconds remaining.
It's kind of like golf. She hit that long putt. Now she'll be back next year.
Absolutely. Got a feel for it. Now a steal by Johnson of Kennedy. Down court, and her layup is good. Steal and basket by Alicia Johnson. That's her fourth point of the night. 68-33 Dowling. And now here's another steal by Wiedemeyer. Down court to Ali. Kicks it back out to Joensen. 15 seconds remaining. Johnson underneath. Alicia with the shot. Good. She has 6 points. 68-35, 5 seconds remaining. And Dowling just dribbling it out in the backcourt. Everly Anthony. Here they have the ball stolen away, and that'll do it. 68-35 the final. The Dowling girls have punched their ticket to the Girls State Basketball Tournament for the 27th time. And Mike Burkert, you were part of a lot of those. You and one of our listeners, I'm sure, John Wilkinson. I'm sure Bob and Sharon Hansen are maybe listening too, but big part of that. And tonight the Dowling girls get to celebrate. We're going to have our post-game show coming up. Final, Dowling 68. And the Cedar Rapids Kennedy Cougars 35. Kennedy will close out their season with a record of 12-11. And Dowling heads to the state tournament on Monday. They'll play either at 10 o'clock or 11:45. They could play at 1:30 or 3:15. That'll all be taken care of here. I'm sure before 10 o'clock they'll have the pairings out. As they will play this Monday, March 2nd, at the Girls State Basketball Tournament at the Casey Center in downtown Des Moines for the 27th time. Dowling girls improved their record to 20-3 on the season as they are getting their state regional final banner and poster from Athletic Director Tom Wilson, and pictures being taken. Earl Holst and company taking a lot of pictures over there with the Dowling girls. The winner tonight, 68-35. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Alexia Baker, our studio producer. Give us 2 minutes, Alexia. We'll get all the scoring totaled and the statistics buttoned up. We'll be back with a post-game show. Again, the final, Dowling 68, Cedar Rapids Kennedy 35. Back to the Dowling Gym in 2 minutes here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale, the Dowling Fight Song playing in the background there. Alexia Baker getting the fight song out from into our playlist. Like that. Love to hear that. Except when Michigan's playing, then I don't like hearing that. That's a whole different thing, Mike.
Yeah, that was kind of loud right in my ears too. Over and over.
Yeah, it's all good. And as we totaling up the scoring, got everything in but the free throws, and that shouldn't be too hard. Maroons attempted 5 free throws in that fourth quarter, and they went 1 for 5. So
yep,
that's not good. Maroons finished 6 out of 11 at the free throw line. So are you ready to take it? You got the
I can do it.
Game statistics following Dowling's win tonight. The Maroons punched their ticket to the girls' state basketball tournament with a 68-35 win over Cedar Rapids Kennedy. The Maroons led 44-20 at halftime and win it 68-35. Mike Burkert take over with the final unofficial game statistics.
Yeah, for the game, Dowling overall was 27 out of 55 from the field, which was 49%. Cedar Rapids Kennedy was 13 of 45 for 29%. Dowling was 11 for 29 from the three-point range. Cedar Rapids Kennedy was 2 out of 10. That you mentioned the free throws. Dowling was 6 for 11, 55%. Cedar Rapids Kennedy was 7 for 8, 88%. Turnovers, Dowling had 7, Cedar Rapids Kennedy 12. But realistically, I think you take out the last 4 possessions. I think Dowling turned the ball over the last 4 possessions with the last group of kids in there. So they protected the ball really well. And I think when we talk about the keys to the game, when we started with, I think Dowling hit all those keys. They protected the basketball, limited their turnovers. They were patient in the half-court game when they didn't have the transition game.
Yes.
They really did a nice job on Dill. She's a really good player, and the points that she got, she really had to work for those points.
Held to 15 points.
And 4 in the second half.
6. Well, they were all free throws in the second half. 6 for 6 the free throw line. They held Dill to 4 field goals. One of those 4 field goals was a three-pointer. And that's a big accomplishment because she could take over a game. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, no, and the transition, Dowling had the transition going and did a really nice job with that. You know, I mentioned they were 11 for 29 from the three-point range, but they were 16 out of 25 from the two-point range. And a lot of those were the layups on the transition, and that really opened things up for them.
Well, we'll take anybody at this point as you're listening to the post-game show following Dowling's win, 68-35 over the Cedar Rapids Kennedy Cougars. Alongside Mike Burkert, I am Mark Amadale, and we'll go through the scoring here in a moment. But we want to get Coach all set up here with the headset and that. It's my bad. What a night it was for Dowling. The Maroons going to the state tournament for the 27th time, and I think Coach Danner has been a big part of that. I know we get him a lot during the post-game show. Can you hear it pretty good there, Coach?
Gotcha.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
And don't listen to what Mark said earlier about we didn't get stuck with you. We wanted you. We made the request in writing, in triplicate.
I had to go through the maintenance department to do it, but I did it. I got him over here.
It's becoming a tradition. I get to sit with you guys at this regional final game to go to state. So if we can continue that, life is good.
How about this, Coach Danner? You've been a part of this along with this guy, Mike Burkert, 27 times as a program, Dowling Girls program, who last year celebrated 50 years of a program. 27 of those you finished your season at the state tournament, and of those, 5 state titles. Wow. And he was a part of most of them.
Yeah,
so isn't that something?
All of them, actually.
Yeah, you were all of them.
All of them?
With 2 different coaches.
And I started out the coach for 3 years with the freshman with him, and that's where I learned, the Dowling system and what culture is all about right there. And, he did a great job with those girls and developed them, and obviously being on the varsity bench. And then, I got lucky enough when they hired Coach Marr to come along with her and ride been a nice ride for the last 10 years for us.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at the scoring before you got here. I was involved with that. So for Cedar Rapids Kennedy, they close out their season with a record of 12-11. They were led by their leading scorer, Bentley Dill, with 15 points. He held her 6.5 points below her average, and she had all her field goals in the first half, 4 for 4 at the free throw line in the second half, so no field goals for her in the second half. Awesome.
Held her scoreless in the third quarter. That was huge. We won, I think, a 14-4, 14-2, 14-4 run in the third quarter. Tess and Adrian did a fantastic job defensively on her. And then, obviously, the rest of the girls did a good job in their help and gap defense. So, just they did what they're supposed to do.
Elena Canny, their starting post player, finished with 11 points. Those are 2 in double figures. Rounding out scoring for Kennedy, Alasia Johnson off the bench with 6 points, and Sophie Johansen hit that three-pointer late in the game. 2 starters, Lola Sane and Addison Stallman, did not score. The Kennedy Cougars went 7 of 8 at the free throw line tonight. For Dowling, the Maroons had 3 players in double figures, led by Katie Muller with 23 points, Ellie with 18 points, Olivia Meredith, I'm going to say it, career high 10 points tonight, Coach Danner.
Fantastic. That's what we've been talking about with her, just trying to keep her confident, knowing that the next girl's up, and she came out and just played lights out tonight, ran the floor. And I mean, she's probably one of the best athletes that we have, and she ran the floor and she was able to finish tonight, which she hasn't done for a couple of weeks. So that was good to see. Defensively, she did a nice job filling in with Ellie for a little bit, and helping out Katie with number 33. But yeah, if we get production from her off the bench, and Tess did a great job off the bench for us, we're going to be pretty good. But yeah, Katie led the way. She got us going early. Ellie was pretty consistent for the most part, and then the rest of the girls did what they're supposed to do offensively, played their roles, and got the ball to the people that were scoring.
Rounding out scoring for Dowling, and Adrian Sears, got to ask her about her. She left with 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Injury. Hopefully it was not a concussion-type injury, but she finished with 9 points tonight. And then rounding out scoring for Dowling, Maddie Rice with 5 points. Got things started with the corner 3, just like Coach Danner drew it up for Audrey and Coach Meyer. He draws up that first offensive set.
That's right.
Football, they had the first 20 plays scripted, and you had that scripted, right,
That
Coach?
was the only one we scripted. They let me choose this game, so yeah, I'll take credit for that.
Rounding out scoring for Dowling, Emerson Flattery, 3 points on a 3-point basket late in the game. Nikki Muller held scoreless. Tess Carmichael held scoreless, but we know the roles they play in this game. The Maroons were 6 of 11 at the free throw line. We mentioned Kennedy 7 of 8 at the free throw line. So those are the unofficial scoring. I know mine balance. I'm pretty sure that everything else that Coach Burkert said does balance.
It was good.
So there we go.
You talk about Adrian. She was much more aggressive going to the basket tonight. And we've been working on the old shoulder bump, get to the, do your thing when you go to the basket, the eyes up, and initiate the contact. And she did that tonight. She got a couple calls, got to the free throw line. I mean, anytime that she can get to the line and help her out offensively, see the ball go through the bucket, it's only going to be a positive for her.
No question about it. Again, Dowling with the win tonight as they'll advance. I'm going to go through some of the other scores, but Dowling 68, Kennedy 35, the final here. Mike Burkert, you got any questions you want to pose at the Dowling assistant coach Joel Danner?
No, I don't. Well, I mean, I have to think now, but I want to compliment on the I know he worked on the defense, and I think that was critical today, especially on Dill. I mean, when you watch her, she's got some talent. Tess did a really nice job. I don't say she frustrated her, but she really made her work for everything. Every time she would get the basketball, and a lot of her shots were acrobatic.
Yes, contested shots.
Yeah.
Yes, and Tess did a fantastic job on her, and she was tired. I mean, she was wearing Dill out, which was, now she has to come down and guard on defense, but now that takes the energy away from the offensive end. And you could tell there in the third quarter that she was like, all right, we got to get something going. And then eventually fourth quarter, she's cut some free throws. But you know what? If we can hold her under, like you say, 7, 8 points under her season average, and then, just allow one other player in double digits, we're going to take that any night. But yeah, our girls did a great job. Just, we talked the last couple weeks, just do your job. Know your role, do your job. And they did that tonight. We did a really good job of helping off on the corner shooters. Held 54 scoreless. We talked about her not letting her, get an easy bucket early and then get some momentum. And girls did a nice job with that. So overall, defensive effort was solid.
That's one of the things we've talked about this year with Dowling is, you've got the two Muller sisters are your 1 and 2 options. It's having that third person be able to step up and be consistently giving you 10, 12 points a game and be able to do that. And vice versa, when you're playing somebody, you want to make sure you some people are going to get their points. Dill's going to get her points. But it's shutting off those others that they can't hurt you, I guess.
Yes, no, yeah, you put it exactly the way it's supposed to be said. Yeah, no, defensively, again, the goal was, Dill will get her 20, okay, when we did a good job holding her under that average. But the rest of the girls, it's just our girls are so sound fundamentally. They really are. We'll make a couple mistakes here or there, but they know what they're supposed to do. We work on, defense a lot. Okay, probably all more just going against our girls offensively and trying to make them understand that they're, which way you're going to go and try to adjust and read the offensive player. And then we get really good help. And our girls know they can come out a little bit because they've got Allie in the middle or Katie in the middle playing help defense, and that obviously gives them a lot of confidence on the perimeter.
There's one person I was going to mention is now I'm going to draw a blank on her name. Maddie Rice, sorry.
Yeah.
I've been really impressed with what she brings to your team this year. In fact, I ran into her after one of the games a couple weeks ago and just told her that she kind of has been the unsung hero for you.
I
think that she's got the ability. She's taller than I thought she was. When she was standing next to me, I was like, she looks shorter from up here. But, she's able to knock down some big shots. She's able to play good. She plays really good defense.
And I told her that a couple weeks ago. I said, you are the best defender we have on this team. You work so hard on both ends. And then, any time that we can get 6, 9, 12 points out of her, it's incredible. I mean, we'll take that any night from her. But she's been so good for us. And, that was the question mark coming into the year probably is who's going to be that other person. And she's been that girl for us on both sides of the floor. I mean, she's had some couple double-digit scoring games for us, but she'll give us 6, 7 points. But we always know in the defensive end she's going to be solid.
All right, guys, as we kind of look at the scoring that we have gotten for other scores in the 5A state tournament, and I'll tell you what, it's a CIML have 6 teams in.
Wow.
With Valley leading late in the fourth quarter, and Cedar Rapids, Washington also leading late in the fourth quarter. I'm not sure how much time is left, but winners tonight, Johnson, the number 1 seed, defeated Indianola 91-53. So Johnson advanced. Waukee Northwest defeated Pleasant Valley 59-17. They hold Pleasant Valley to 5 points in the second half. Dowling a winner that we heard right here on Iowa Catholic Radio, 68-35 over number 14 Kennedy. Here's the upset. Number 12 Centennial defeated number 4 Cedar Falls 40-35 in Cedar Falls tonight.
Wow.
Big win for the Centennial Jags.
That's huge.
So that turns everything upside down.
Wow.
Ankeny gets in, so both Ankeny teams are in. Ankeny defeated Sioux City East 60-30. At last report, it was Cedar Rapids, Washington, the 5th seed, leading Cedar Rapids Prairie 46-39. That was through 3 quarters. Another partial score, Valley, just down the freeway here, hosting City High of Iowa City. They lead 41-28. So the Tigers, that was in the 3rd quarter. And the final one was Iowa City West defeating Iowa City Liberty, and that was that 7-8 matchup. And it was West 61-54 over Liberty. So as I see this right now, going pretty simple, it's Johnson and Centennial, Dowling Valley, Northwest taking on Iowa City West, Waukee Northwest and Iowa City West, and Ankeny and Cedar Rapids Wash. Now I'm not sure where the times are going to be, but that's going from the top seed to the bottom seed. So you don't have to look at a bunch of tape, Coach Danner. You've got the 6 of these teams.
That's crazy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these teams you've already got scouting reports for. You may have to look up Cedar Rapids, Washington, and Iowa City West, but how about that?
Well, I guess I'm going to be in bed by 9 o'clock tonight. Yeah, right. No. Well, that saves me some time because, honestly, I've already had the Iowa City West and Iowa City Liberty scouting reports ready to go. So, we'll throw those out the window, and we'll look at Valley now. Wow.
So there you go, Mike.
Good for them.
If I go by what the 3A tournament is, if Dowling is indeed the 2 seed.
The seedings. We don't know where they're at.
Well, they'd be the 3rd game.
So
that'd be the 1.
1:15,
1:30 on Monday.
So you've made a lot of high school kids happy.
I think we played last year at the 1:30 game.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure we did because I know we practiced in the morning before we went over there. Then we went over and watched.
That was
wow,
that's awesome.
That was like yesterday. I was watching the UConn women's game, and they beat somebody, and somebody hit a shot, and the place went berserk. And they said it was because the president of UConn came out with a whiteboard that said no school tomorrow. It was a snowstorm.
Okay.
It said no school tomorrow.
And they thought they were all cheering for the game.
They went crazy.
For the president.
They had to make so many points, and they were not going to have school anyway because they were going through that.
That's what it was. It was the blizzard. Is why.
Yes. Wow, that's great for our conference. I mean, that's
It is.
Again, that's what we talk about all the time. Is you every night you got to play, and that's been like that for a long time. But good for them to come through and like they did, pull a couple upsets.
Well, it validity. Because, when the rankings, they come out, and I'm sure that there are people that look at that and say, okay, you got Yankee Centennial 11-11 is ranked, during the year. Or Waukee was ranked for most of the year with a losing record.
Most of December and January, and then they kind of got stuck on 3 wins, and they had some, health issues, and they responded well, and they gave Kennedy a run last Saturday night. We were kind of monitoring that score during Dowling's win over Marshalltown, but they ended up losing. So 6 of the 8 teams in Class 5A will be CIML conference schools if Valley can hang on in their game, and that's the only one left because the other one involves Eastern Iowa schools. So we'll see, and Joel, that's going to be interesting.
That'll be interesting. It's I would guess that they're probably going to have a different game plan than they did over at third place when we played them the second time. So it'll be a battle. It'll be a battle. We know they're going to get after us.
And Valley did win 51-37 over City High. And the last score is Cedar Rapids, Washington, and Cedar Rapids Prairie. And that game was just in the third quarter, 46-39. Washington, the top seed there. They're the fifth seed right now. So, 6 out of the 8. So Cedar Rapids, Washington, and Iowa City West will be the 2 Eastern Iowa teams in the Class 5A state basketball
CIML Invitational.
I guess, holy cow.
This might be a record. I remember they've had 5. I don't remember 6. Mike, do you recall 6 CIML teams getting in there? Even when we had a 19-team league at one time, remember?
Yeah, it's 6. That's quite a few. I mean, there's always, a Cedar Rapids team generally there, or a Pleasant Valley, or
We're going to take a break, come back, and if we can get a player or two on, Coach, I'll let you go to that. Joel Danner, thanks. Congratulations. Thanks for all you do, Coach.
Yes, thank you both. Thank you. Thank you. Iowa Catholic Radio.
And post-game on the ice arena floor, they put the insulation between that and the floor. You can come over and visit with us sometime Monday afternoon, it sounds like.
Will do. I'll be there. Thank you.
Coach Danner, thank you. Congratulations. Joel Danner, the Dowling girls assistant coach, visiting with us here in the postgame show. We're going to take our final break, take a 1-minute break, and we'll return with final thoughts and maybe an interview or two. He's going to try to – the girls are all taking their pictures out there with their parents, and rightly so. We'll try to get someone up here and maybe visit with us in our next segment. Again, the final. Dowling girls advance to the girls state basketball tournaments with 5 other schools from the CIML. It's Dowling 68 and Cedar Rapids Kennedy 35. The final alongside Mike Burkert. I am Mark Amadale, back in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. CPCustomHomes.com.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
Programming supported in part by Skeffington's Formalware, in business since 1951 with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formalware, online at skeffingtons.com. Thank you, Skeffington's Formalware, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Welcome back to the Dowling Catholic High School gym in West Des Moines, following the Dowling girls' win over Cedar Rapids Kennedy, 68-35. Alongside Mike Burkert, I am Mark Amadale. We've got a couple of senior players, senior starters, joined us here on the post-game show as Maddie Rice and Ellie Moeller.
Hello.
Hi.
I didn't know your mom's going to take pictures.
Oh, you want to do another one?
No, that's good.
Okay.
They crop me
Okay.
out. They always do. That's what they do at home. They just crop me out. Ellie Muller, Maddie Rice, congratulations.
Thank you.
Headed to state. We think you're going to play Valley for the third time, the way it looks.
Great.
And talk about tonight. What a fast start. This gal right here, corner 3 to start things up. Coach Danner said he had the first play of the game drawn up for you, Maddie Rice.
He said he called it.
For sure. Yeah, he did.
I mean, he didn't lie to us, did he?
Yeah.
Never.
He never would.
Now, we know in football that the first, 10, 20 plays are scripted. And he said he scripted that for you, Maddie. These guys are laughing, Mike. I don't know. Maybe he told us something different.
He looked totally serious when he was explaining that to us.
So I drew
Danner
that
would
up.
never tell a lie.
I said if Ellie wins the tip, we go right in the corner to Maddie for a corner 3, and she did, and Ellie won the tip, right? So have you lost a tip this year at all, Ellie Muller?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't think so.
I didn't go to Minnesota. I didn't go to Missouri. So
I think I've tipped it to the other team.
You have never lost the.
Yeah, I don't think I've never not hit it, but I think sometimes I hit it to the other team.
Mike, is that a turnover? She tips to the other team. That would be a turnover.
No, it wouldn't be. I would not credit that as a turnover. That was just a good defensive play.
Yeah. Talk about going back to the state tournament. Ellie, you were there last year. Maddie, you were there last year. But now this is your senior year, and you get to air it all out. And it starts off with a rival, the Valley Tigers. But talk about getting there this year, traveling to Minnesota, to Missouri, over in the Omaha. You guys went all over. You played the best. You played up for this moment tonight to advance the state tournament. And now you're on the big floor. Ellie, talk about what that mean to you before you head off to college at Missouri.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, playing at state is literally the coolest thing ever. Just all the people there and the environment is so cool. I mean, I've been to the volleyball state tournament. I definitely 100% think the basketball one is so much more fun and more exciting. And I'm just so excited to be back one last time.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Maddie, this will be your first time as a starter
Yes.
at the state tournament. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's just so awesome to get to experience this with the team. Girls that we're practicing with every single day. Girls that we've been grinding the off season. We've just showed up to practice every day, and now we get to finally leave it all out there for one last run.
Have you decided what school you're going to go to? I know you're biology and maybe you go to med school. You haven't decided yet.
No, I'm not. I'm undecided, but med school is the track that I want to go down.
I thought so. What are you studying at Missouri there, Miss Muller?
No idea.
Well, that's a big communication school.
Oh,
so when I retire, you get done with journalism.
You take his job.
You get done. I'm about ready to retire probably in the next 10 years or until they kick me out. Depends on what happens. But, you don't know what you're going to do down there other than play basketball.
Yeah, that's all I got.
For now.
Yeah.
For now. All right. Well, we appreciate you stopping up here. Anything you want to shout out to? I mean, everybody here from the families or others didn't make it? Who's missing? So give them a shout out. I'm sure they were listening.
Yeah, family members maybe listening in out of state.
Maybe my grandpa.
Or
my grandma. And Joaquin. I don't know if she's listening or not, but I feel like she listens a lot. So maybe.
Grandma Moret?
Yeah.
Yeah, she listens. And your grandpa down in
Kansas
City. I met him at the Johnston game over at Johnston. What a character.
What a guy.
Great guy. All right. Maddie Rice?
I'll shout out both my grandparents. They always either watch my games or come to my games. So awesome to have their support. Obviously supported my parents who got me here. And just my friends who support me along the way.
Thank you for coming up and sharing your experience. I know this is a fun time of year. What do you remember last year when you had this moment? You won the regional final, and then that week. Well, no, not even a week. What is tonight? Tuesday? Yeah, you got less than a week.
Yep.
Practices, they kind of move off campus a little bit. And then game day. Ellie, what's game day all about? What you can remember
on Monday?
When you play on Monday, game day is a little different. You have a little practice, a meal, and then you head down.
We don't go to school, so that's fun. But
the rest of the kids do, though, for a while.
But they should get out.
Yeah,
it should be
I think 1:15.
That's
correct?
1:30.
1:30. Yeah. Yep. So they'll get out of school, hopefully come down and
cheer us
maybe
up.
show up.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're listening, come.
Show up. All right. Well, run those practices well. Get everybody healthy. Sears going to be all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's fine.
Good grief. Every time there's somebody down and there's a trainer out there, Adrian Sears is usually behind it.
She worries me.
It has been the last couple times.
Usually her ankles, but.
No, it wasn't ankle today.
No.
It was
I
hopefully
think she got smacked in the
good.
head.
She got smacked in the head.
She's fine. She's a tough cookie.
She's a tough cookie.
I like that. Oh yeah, you guys are up here going, oh yeah, she's fine.
It is.
She's fine.
That's awesome. Well, ladies, thank you.
The future doctor says
Did
that,
you get enough
right?
pictures taken?
She's fine.
No, never.
Go get out there and get a few more pictures. Oh, I got to ask this, Mike.
Okay.
I was kidding before the game. There was this bowling episode going on. Ellie Muller, Maddie Rice. Who was the high bowler?
Meyer.
I was neck and neck. I was neck and neck.
No. I want to know about the players. Forget the adults.
Me.
Who?
Me.
You were?
Yeah.
I heard.
Definitely not me.
I heard it was not you.
Well, on our lane, it was me. If not
Oh,
Meyer.
your lane,
Meyer
no.
won though on
No,
our
no.
lane, but I was.
I don't know about the other lanes.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you?
Sure.
It wasn't. It was Gredeke. Ava
Oh
Gredeke.
yeah, she was doing good.
Yeah. Ava Gredeke was the top bowler. Your manager.
Oh yeah. Oh
Your-
yeah, she did do
your
good. She's a good
volleyball
bowler.
teammate. Yeah.
Yeah. I
She was
forgot.
on like a different lane.
Yeah.
But
So the
She is a
quote,
good bowler.
The quote got out there that your bowling averages weren't as high as your scoring averages. Is that true, or is that just an exaggeration?
Oh, wow.
Definitely pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
See.
Wow, that's a.
it's
Coach
a good
Dan-
day if we break 60.
Yes. Coach Danner said
But
nobody.
died, and you didn't lose any balls.
Yeah, that is true.
So when I
It's a good
heard the
day.
scores, I said, "Would they have the bumpers open? For business?"
We wanted them.
See, I knew it.
It was
the
only,
amount of balls that went.
it was only for 10 and under. We checked.
They had some fun the other day with bowling. Was it Saturday?
Friday.
Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, because yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Because it was no meet day. Yeah.
You guys are a lot of fun. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And thank you for coming up. And enjoy.
Yes.
We'll see you at the state
Thank
tournament.
you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Good luck.
All right. Ellie Muller, Maddie Rice joined us here on the postgame show. Thank you, ladies. And we'll see you down at state. Mike Burkert, we're going to wrap things up. Any final thoughts before we can start heading out?
No, I think it's nice to see the hard work gets rewarded. I think this group, from what we've watched the entire year, they've grown. They've gotten better as a team. Some people that you can really tell some people have improved, and that's what you want to see. And now you take that hard work and you go down to Casey's
Center.
Yep. I
You'll,
remember CC.
you'll be good by next week.
I need CC. I'll remember that. Now it's time to see what happens.
All right. Well, Mike Burkert, thanks for all you do, and we will see you down there at the Casey Center. We'll be sitting on the ice. Well, I mean the padding between the ice and the floor. We'll be sitting there, so you might want to bring some heating warmers for your feet because it gets kind of chilly down there. But Mike, we look forward to seeing you on Monday.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, Mike Burkert, my broadcast partner. And again, the winners tonight, besides Dowling Catholic, the Maroons winner is 68-35 over Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Johnson, Waukee Northwest, all advanced to state. Both Ankeny teams, Ankeny and Ankeny Centennial. Centennial had the big win tonight as they had to go up to number 4 Cedar Falls, and they got it. Congratulations to them. West Des Moines Valley and the other Eastern Iowa team that'll be there will be Iowa City West. So we'll see them. And Cedar Rapids Washington is the second Eastern Iowa team. So it'll be Class 5A. It'll be a CIML matchup for the most part. That'll wrap things up from the Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines. Reminder, our next broadcast will be right here at the Dowling Gym Friday night. The Dowling boys hosting Sioux City East in a boys sub-state semifinal game. Jimmy Cataldo and I will be on the air at 6:45 with the pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off, Dowling and Sioux City East. Hope you can join us Friday night. So for our business underwriters and supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio, our studio producer tonight, we thank Alexia Baker. And we want to say thank you to Matt Wilkham. He will be heading out and headed to Oklahoma and starting Catholic Radio in Oklahoma. And Matt's been a big part of our broadcast throughout the year, a big part of that entry you hear every game. He got the big voice in there to produce that. So our thanks to Matt. He does a lot of great things, and he will be exiting Iowa Catholic Radio at the end of the week. He is our Director of Program and Network Development. We're going to miss him as he heads to Oklahoma. So for Alexia Baker, I'm Mark Amadale, reminding you the final score for the final time tonight from the Dowling Catholic Gym. Dowling Catholic defeating Cedar Rapids Kennedy 68-35. The Maroons go to the state tournament with a record of 20-3. Kennedy closes out their season with a record of 12-11. Our thanks to the Kennedy Cougars co-head coaches Andy Courtney and Maddie Parker, and our thanks to Kristen Meyer and Joel Danner from the Dowling girls coaching staff. For everybody involved, thank you for tuning in tonight on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, and from all of us with Iowa Catholic Radio, have a safe and blessed faith-filled evening.
Dowling Catholic Basketball and Iowa Catholic Radio has been brought to you by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Fast Signs, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, Iowa Wealth Management, and Bosun the Florist. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The preceding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.